who really are the best teams right now? Who really are the contenders?
Yeah.
And we still got a long way to go, and injuries are going to be a factor, but you got several 8-2 teams that we wouldn't have expected to be 8-2. The Colts we didn't expect, the Broncos we didn't expect, the Patriots we didn't expect. The Rams aren't 8-2 yet. They're 7-2. We didn't expect that. We didn't expect we kind of did.
Yeah,
we kind of thought it was possible. We didn't expect it. And then you got the Seahawks at 7-2, which we didn't expect.
So, let's go through it. We love to do this. First off, I think the Colts and the New England Patriots are Super Bowl caliber teams in the AFC. But I think the AFC is a lot more slim pickings, and I have questions, I feel like, about everybody else right after that. Everybody else. Denver, okay, maybe the least amount of questions there, but still, that offense, they're not in the trust tree with me. I look at the NFC, and I think you've heard me say this, and I've been saying this on the podcast. Now, I think there's a bunch of teams in the NFC that can win the Super Bowl. It's almost everybody. Everybody in the playoffs in the NFC can win the Super Bowl except the Chicago Bears, for my money, as we sit here right now.
Now, and the Bears are going to win the Super Bowl.
Yeah, no, they won't. But they can be in the playoffs and be scary. But as you've heard me say for the last 3 weeks, Seattle can win the Super Bowl. I hope everybody's starting to believe that. They are stacked, they're loaded with talent, and they're feeling it, and they can do anything they want on the offensive, defensive side of the ball. We know the Eagles can win the Super Bowl. The Packers, even though it's been underwhelming, I think everybody that's been on the football field with the Packers or watches football goes, well, they got the talent to win the Super Bowl. The Buccaneers are a Super Bowl team. The Rams are no doubt a Super Bowl team. The Detroit Lions are a Super Bowl team. I think that's where it stops for me in the NFC. But there's 6 teams where I go right away. I go, whoa, that's going to be some clash of the Titans in the NFC playoffs.
Imagine this, Week 18, the Seahawks at the 49ers. The Seahawks need a win to get the 1 seed, and Sam Darnold gets a chance to deliver on where he failed last year. I'll be as positive as I can be. Because it all came down to winning against a division rival on the road, and the Vikings would have been the 1 seed. He may get another chance to do that. And maybe it'll be the last game of the season. Who knows? Because the 49ers are going to be in the mix as well. Do you think the 49ers are a team?
I do not, no. I think the 49ers are a fringe playoff team. I mean, again, the 49ers to me, as you've seen, and we've talked about this, their talent is not as what we know it to be the last 6-7 years when they were going to Super Bowls and NFC Championship games. Right? They're not quite the same that way.
You didn't know what I was
doing. 6-7?
Yeah. Okay, I wasn't sure.
But off of that, right? The 49ers are 6-4 for me because of 2 reasons. Kyle Shanahan and Robert Saleh, period. I mean, they have done an incredible job of coaching that football team. But you see yesterday, there's flaws with them. And I expect them to lose another few games. I do. But do they get in the playoffs? Sure. But I don't look at the 49ers as a Super Bowl team this year. No,
all right, since we got a little time to kill, here's the next question.
Right.
Who's the coach of the year?
Yeah.
Because it's always driven by the team that most exceeds the generally loosely accepted expectations for that team for that year. There's a lot of coaches who have exceeded expectations this year. Vrabel, Steichen.
Right.
Mike McDonald,
exactly right.
Those 3 right out of the gates.
Yeah.
And you could make plenty of cases for others. Sean McVay.
Yeah,
you could
100%.
make the argument.
Right.
Dan Campbell. You could make the argument with all that staff turnover, especially with the move, and we'll talk about what he did yesterday, making moves to guide a team in the right direction. There's going to be a tough vote coming up for Coach of the Year.
Yeah, because, even Sean Payton. It's year 2. They're one of the top teams in the AFC. Yeah,
Jim Harbaugh.
Right. That's what I was going to say, too. Jim Harbaugh, come on. All the injuries they've had to deal with and everything, and they're sitting there 7-3. Dan Campbell keeps calling plays the way he did yesterday. Maybe he gets thrown in this mix. Ben Johnson, of course, has had an incredible year as far as exceeding expectations there. It's going to be a tough award to win this year. But I do think you look at it and you go, Shane Steichen, Vrabel, and Mike McDonald, for my money, would probably be the top tier right now as I sit here, at least in my mind.
And then there's one guy who never gets mentioned ever. And I think it has to do with his personality because he's very chill. He's very calm. And Todd Bowles.
Oh, I hear you. I know. He gets overlooked. He does. He gets overlooked too much. He is a phenomenal football coach. What he's done there, taking over for Bruce Arians and dealing with Brady and the transition out of Brady and everything there. There's a reason they're like this week in and week out. And, yeah, because of Todd Bowles, And what they do there, they're a team that I look at that can go to the Super Bowl. And like we said, they're just not even a complete product yet because they're such a beat-up football team. And I think we all got to keep that in mind as we go down the stretch here.
Hi, it's Mike Florio. Thanks for watching PFT on YouTube. Hit subscribe for the latest news and analysis from Pro Football Talk.